Hey there! I want to thank you for signing up for the free theory course that you just signed up for. I really, really appreciate that. I said signed up twice. Oh man. But look, I totally geek out on this stuff, so trust me when I say that you're in very, very good hands. So, now that you have this free course, let me introduce myself. I'm Matt, and I'm the head dude at my guitar site, Play It Loud. One of the reasons why I wanted to make this theory course you're about to get into is that I got tired of being given licks and exercises to become a better guitarist. I mean, they're really important, don't get me wrong, but there was something else too, just, playing the Steve Vai 10-hour guitar thing over and over and over again. So what I wanted was a formula, or maybe a Rosetta Stone of sorts, a Rosetta Stone, to take any guitar lick that I found, like this crazy fucker that you see here. Sorry if you're offended by cursing, that's who I am. And then take these notes in the exact same way, or at least in a similar way to what I saw in my guitar tabs, like the one you just saw. I didn't want any more BS about inspiration or practicing more, or that I needed, quote, talent. So that's why I made an ebook called The 11 Guitar Soloing Methods. You see, you're about to discover these 11 methods that are going to help you transform boring intervals, scales, and chords into a breathtaking and exciting lead guitar style of your very own. The reason you're probably not that great yet is that you're uncertain which notes you should play and what you shouldn't play in different contexts. You're really confused about scales and chords and hate music theory because of it. And you probably have no idea how to turn chords and scales into actual music. So, to help you out, I'm going to outline my 11 soloing methods, but I'm only going to have this video available for a short while, so please, please watch this while you can. Look, I know you're tired of hearing about scales, and you just want the no bullshit method to soloing. But I've got to emphasize that winking on a scale is not enough. Nobody cares really how well you can play, only how well you can take the elements of a song and make them even better. And if you're like me, you tried every guitar method out there. Weren't they just god-awful? I mean, no one would tell me how to take a chord progression like this. You see all the common keys and chord progressions here, you may have seen this before. And then turn it all into this. An album or song chock full of great solos that fit into great songs. If you're not a fan of Guns N' Roses, don't worry about it. You can use this stuff for any sort of style you want. Taylor Swift or 50 Cent or The Who, whatever. You can use this for whatever you want. Don't worry about Appetite for Destruction if you're not a fan. So, look, lots of guitar magazines and instructional books that I read when I first started gave me mixed up, confusing discussions of music theory. And I couldn't apply any of those crazy scales or modes into songs like Paradise City. So, I decided, look, I'm just going to study the actual guitar tabs by itself. There were tabs of pretty much everything I wanted to learn, and I figured that breaking down a high-quality tab of a slash solo would be more time efficient. It took me a very long time, but I discovered lots of secrets that no guitar magazine, no YouTube video, and no expensive website was ever going to explain correctly to me. I uncovered a massive amount of fretboard knowledge that allows me to choose notes just as well as any great guitar player. And thus, I'm able to play more musical and exciting solos and riffs. The fact of the matter is that the more music played by great guitar players doesn't follow major or minor keys very closely. So no amount of theory can help you understand the music of GNR or anyone else that well. So I started to use these 11 music hacks to solo over anything that came my way. So, what are they? And how do they work? Before I reveal them each one by one, let me stress that this can help anyone. A total noob or a pro can learn a lot from these methods, and I designed them so you can start using them fast too. The very first method is my super brain-dead simple method of taking the pentatonic scale anywhere on the fretboard and using it over anything. Jazz, country, Taylor Swift, 50 Cent, like I said earlier, you can use this over anything. And after this, you'll no longer be concerned with learning new scales at all. All you'll need is the pentatonic scale and what I tell you about. And the second method is going to be the secrets behind using modes like Mixolydian, Aeolian, Lydian, and Dorian amongst the 2 or 3 others. And these musical concepts have become very, very confusing because it all comes down to what chords you're playing over. You don't want to look at them in scales. And I'm going to show you what styles and chord progressions to play with each mode so you can forget about this teased subject forever. Just forget about the modes after this. They're gone. And what's the third method? Well, it's my step-by-step method of choosing the correct target notes for each chord you're going to be playing over. And this is going to save you years of practice time and trial and error. I mean, I really wish I had known this a lot sooner because I just wasted so much time trying to play along with Taylor Swift. It was a mess. And my fourth method is going to show you the 5 crucial rhythms you must master in order to have a fluid and clean guitar style. And these rhythms make up hundreds of the greatest guitar solos, and knowing how to spot them and then play them in the right places will give you an aura of godlike guitar power instantly. And what's the fifth method? Well, it's my super simple trick I use to make my solos more exciting. It's so under the radar that most guitarists dismiss it as bad playing, but those who understand the secret have made the best loved guitar parts ever. Think Jimi Hendrix, think Slash again, think Jimmy Page, Marty Freeman. I mean, they all use this secret, and I'm going to tell you exactly what it is in the ebook. And my sixth method is going to help most guitarists that play nothing but single line solos. Once I show you the simplicity behind double stops, you're going to have a brand new trick up your sleeve that'll give new life to your playing. And the seventh method is my discussion of the art of melody, which is yet another grossly ignored part of guitar playing. There's all sorts of little tricks I'm going to give you in a section all about melody that's going to show you everything you need to know about this. So if you want people humming your solos and really going wild, then you're going to want to learn this. And the last 4 methods are going to cover my tricks to playing solos in any style of music like the blues, rock and roll, jazz, and country guitar. So, does all that sound good? Are you ready to start using this material and ripping like you never have before? Great! If you're ready to buy now, there will be a button below this video, and after you fill in your info and press buy, you're going to get a 44-page ebook explaining each method in plenty of detail, with appropriate musical examples in each section. And there's also going to be a video of me discussing each part to you with my guitar profiles as well. This way, you can actually hear how everything works in real time. But that's not all I have for you. I also want to give you some free bonuses. Bonus number 1 is going to be my Jimi Hendrix cheat sheet, which will tell you all the instant ways to play solos as easily as Jimi did. It's just under 30 pages long, and I was actually selling this for $27 a pop just a couple months ago, but you're getting it for free. Bonus number 2 is a review of a book that I use to build up my chops instantly whenever my technique falls a little bit, and I also used it a lot when I was first learning to play. And I'm going to tell you what exercises to start playing immediately if you're not a great technical player yet, so that you can use all these exercises along with all the other methods to just become a stellar guitar player. And then bonus number 3 is going to be a simple 3-page chart I made for my experts-only customers that breaks down every essential chord shape that you'll ever need to know, as well as how they're interrelated to each other across the fretboard. It's going to help you when you're trying to play jazz, when you're trying to play country, when you're trying to play the right target notes, you know, when you're playing over a Taylor Swift song and stuff. You're just going to rock at it. It's going to help you a whole lot. I'm getting a little overboard with the Taylor Swift thing too. So look, don't waste any more time, man, alright? Click the buy button below and get a copy of my 11 Guitar Soloing Methods ebook for just $7. Look, the price is going to go up. I mean, $7 is crazy to sell this for. And I want you to get a good deal off of this because I started exactly where you are now. I could play really well, but I had no idea how to unlock the secrets to chords, to scales, and to the guitar tabs I was trying to play yet. And I wanted to spend more time playing and less time studying theory. I mean, these 11 methods were a godsend once I discovered them, and I guarantee that they will be for you too. If you want to succeed as a musician or just a general guitar player, you must learn to adapt to not only the chords you're playing over, but to what everyone else in the band is doing too. And if you've been reading this far, or watching rather, then you know it's going to work. You know I'm for real because I'm not bragging about my awesome skills playing Taylor Swift or who I've played with or how many people I've helped already with this stuff. I base this off the hard reality of experience and the time I lost figuring this out by myself. And people buy my stuff because it works. And isn't knowing exactly what to do across a fretboard next time you pick up the guitar to play a solo worth a measly $7? I mean, come on, $7, dude. And also, the marketplace is getting a lot more competitive as there's more than enough info out there and more than enough guys who can play good guitar. So, what people don't have enough of right now is someone with great musical ability. Someone who can take a few chords and a melody, then create a section of a song that takes it all to a higher level. You know that level. It's a level where you're confident enough to attempt any solo or style that you want. It's a level where you're no longer afraid because you know exactly what you're doing. It's a level where you forget where you're at and who you're with because you're lost in the music instead of being lost on the fretboard. And it's a level where you're totally free and have no worry in the world as you're in total guitar heaven. That's what people like you and I want. And with these 11 methods, I'm going to give you the ability to take yourself and your audience right there. So, click the buy button below, fill out your info, and I'll see you on the other side. Trust your gut. It works. Thanks for watching, bro.